to throw. They'll roll him in, and this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as hit. These guys will get the football back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City.
Here we go. Set. 70 in 59. So don't say nothing. Silent. 64. Weak. Shift.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready. 10-2, son. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Alpha. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On play action, they'll throw. They'll buy some time right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it's now 35-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. They'll throw now on the final play. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw. It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
3-2-18. Chopper. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Ready, go.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 27 yards on the gain there.
Get that ball. Exit. Chuck. Ready, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th, and he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A 14-yard touchdown, and the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
This is taken at his 4. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They go play action here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back to throw here. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And now here comes Kansas City. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
You got three.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this down to the 10. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Yeah, this 70 in 59. Watch the curve. Delta. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
They'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.